Central. Today we have myself, Clemmer, Hubs, and I believe Big Ev is popping up on the screen. Whenever I get a little nervous when Meek's back there because he just doesn't.
He always looks flustered too. He always looks. There you go.
Oh, he is writing on Clemmer's head.
That makes
boy.
sense.
Nice.
Ev's head on my body is quite a.
That actually looks
just keep that
incredible.
Yeah, that's fine.
Just Ev's head.
I'm gonna be Ev while he's talking. Okay.
How are you, Ev?
What are you doing, boys? Football tomorrow. We have football tomorrow.
We do have football tomorrow, so we're gonna talk with Ev for the first 20 minutes of the show about the 4 games tomorrow. But I do want to talk about there was a little violence yesterday at Barstool.
There was. I guess I'll.
I guess we can.
There was violence.
Wait, seriously, can we not?
What the fuck are we doing,
not
guys?
moving?
I'm fixing it.
How long?
That wasn't a comforting voice.
Oh, that's a lot better.
Oh, I did leave the door open.
How?
You did that?
7 years.
Grow up in a barn?
5 years.
I thought Ev was coming in. I didn't know he was through here.
5 years.
We'll go fix.
6 years this show has been going on. So what happens when you change to Hubs now? Yeah, there we go.
Now Marty's
Now
face
it's
is
on me.
covered. This is
Jesus fucking Christ.
It's good. Major
Can you
media.
ask
Major
Jason-
media
Did
company.
you ask Jason to help you? That just left.
Jason just left. Did he think we were serious about it?
It's insane.
This is great. Oh, that's not as funny as this. Oh, all right, that's good. It's good.
So Phil's
Incredible.
This is no good.
It's good.
This is no good. All right, that's a show.
Can we squeeze him in between me and Mush? It feels like there's space there.
Well, I don't.
You can make the box a little bit smaller.
Can't you move the box, Phil?
I'm cutting different angles. You're good right now.
Well, we can't see Clemmer at all. What do you mean?
Well, I can
Good.
show Clemmer when he talks.
Okay. All right.
All right. All
So
right.
what is the violence, Marty?
So there was some violence. I will not even think about asking to pull this video up because we'll be here till tomorrow. The Max pushed Rico Bosco.
I didn't see this. I think
yesterday.
we might. Oh, all right. So
And
we
listen,
can't pull the video.
I'm going to be honest. If this was Rico Bosco pushing Max, it's a way bigger story.
Where do? So I have to watch this.
You have
What?
to watch it because, Phil's going to,
We can't pull it up. Who tweeted it out? Can we just get me that? Viva?
Viva or Barstool. So Rico was the ref at their camp.
Okay.
And there was Jesus Christ. Rico was a ref at their camp, and he called something on Max, and Max got upset,
Okay.
and he pushed him. It was a little bit of a Devlin
Brandon
Walker incident. Just saying,
How did Rico react?
I'll give Rico
Dude,
his
Rico
credit.
was very calm.
He's
Good for him.
The HIPAA's helping.
Yeah.
But if Rico did that, it's a little. Ev, you agree or no?
No, I definitely was. I mean, he's surprisingly he has his moments like that. Like it just depends kind of you catch him when the wind blows. Like it's weird where it doesn't shock me that much that he didn't freak out.
Well, I'll be one
I
thing.
feel like most of the time when he freaks out, he's the initial freaker outer.
He's not, in a weird way. I know he did throw a high noon can. He's not a violence guy.
No.
He stays away from violence.
Besides throwing a high noon,
Besides,
90
90 miles an hour to
Usually?
Dixie.
he doesn't physically finish the job usually.
He'll use a weapon, but he won't actually do it with his
Yes.
own hands.
Or
Right.
miss.
Yes.
Hey.
He misses. Yeah.
I'll say this too.
Good aim.
If this is like week 5 of Pick'em, and
Might
that's
have
weighed
pushed
on
back.
him, I think we might have a little different anger version of Rico. He's fresh into
He might have
Pick'em.
pushed back. Yeah.
I think so far he's easing into Pick'em.
But yeah, listen.
I give Rico credit. That he could have made that. I just watched it. He could have made that situation a lot worse.
I know. And he had every right, I guess, too, because he got pushed.
He got pushed.
So
Imagine being in the head of him, like, don't.
Max
Don't.
somehow. I don't know how
Don't launch.
Max. I guess Max got a little temper on him too.
Well, yeah,
You
we
think?
all kind of see that. We saw that coming, right?
Yeah, I think
He's an athlete. He the moment. I don't know.
No, I'm saying in all the streams, I think we've all seen he's
Oh, yeah.
got temper.
Oh yeah,
And I think Rico really gets him under his skin.
I guess so.
Ref Bosco.
I didn't know the Rico Max thing was the thing.
Oh,
You know what I mean?
no, it's been a thing.
Oh, has it? I never
Yeah,
saw
yeah,
the
yeah.
streams I was at last year. Then I
Oh, it was a lot of college basketball.
okay, I guess why. I'm
Villanova-
kind of out of that world.
A
So
lot of Villanova stuff. That
Okay.
he was like making fun of Max, and no, he gets under Max's skin easily, as you see.
Okay. All right.
Um,
Well, good for Rico, though, right? Props to Bosco. Bosco
Yeah,
gets a lot of shit.
giving him some credit. He's been getting. He took constructive criticism from Dave about his show. Didn't freak out. Got pushed the next day. Didn't freak out. Guys in a roll.
And he's doing walking bets.
That was funny.
That was funny.
Today's was good. Today's was very good.
I don't know.
I haven't seen today's
It
yet.
is.
So that's the thing where they have the two girls, Lucy Burge and that Taylor girl, are both like walking. They both walk and do their bets, and they're saying, "Oh, I invented it first. Oh, I invented
The
it."
whole fight and Rico.
Whole
Yeah,
fight.
I guess I missed this one.
That's-
And the great Ted Sellers, he's in a wheelchair, and he did wheeling bets, which is hysterical. I retweeted this yesterday.
Did he win?
Rico lost his bet. I don't know how Ted
Obviously.
did.
Rico.
Yeah, Rico took.
Rico's bet lost 6-0 as a minus
Yeah.
Let me tell you, there's not a worse gambler at the company.
Took
than-
the Orioles, I think, and they lost 6-0. So.
He did.
I'll-
Actually, credit to Rico. Rico's winning the month right now. Out of us, Rico's up almost 5 units.
yeah, sure.
I mean, no, he's 9-4 this month, and
the
according to the tracker.
if Sellers won, I'm taking his bet today. If he's wheeling around doing bets, I'm so in.
He's the best guy too. Ted is the
Also,
best.
He seems
Bosco's
like
the
a
only.
great guy.
He is awesome.
He's my favorite in that universe.
He's my favorite in that universe. Like he's like
Don't take my favorite.
I said it last week on the Kirk show.
Got a good name too, Ted Sellers.
And he is the
Good
best
name.
guy. He is awesome.
Yeah.
Huge Ted Sellers guy.
If
Yeah.
you were on the Stros, I saw that, right?
Yeah, I was on the Stros.
Yeah.
Bosco's on the Orioles, right? And that's what got
Yeah,
it.
yeah.
That's what burned him. Yeah.
I was checking out the DK feed.
Oh,
Ev was on the
Yeah.
Stros.
What were you saying,
Yeah.
Ev?
Like that thing.
I'm not on that.
I was
They
saying,
don't put me on
Bosco's the
that. Fine,
only
fine.
guy.
It's not
in
a
the
sore
world-
subject at
Come
all.
on,
You know Hubs is on.
Oh, right.
Yeah. Good tennis pick.
When did you get on that?
As anyone, real quick,
Last
letting
week you
everyone
got
know, just letting everyone know on the DK app, it's the best app in the
It is the
entire
best app.
world.
Fantastic.
You go on to the Barstool Bets type of like, there's like a, how would you explain
The
it?
Barstool,
Like,
the Barstool bets in the social
the
group.
tab, yeah, the tab.
Betting
The
groups.
Tab, betting groups. And you go to Barstool Bets, and then like you could see mine. You could see
Everyone in the
Dave,
company's but mine,
You
I
could
think.
see Big Ev.
Rico.
You can see Rico, Big Cat,
Yep.
Hubs.
Mhm. I'm sure everybody.
Missing someone?
Everybody but me.
You said Dave, right?
Dave. Yep.
Casey, I
said
think's
him.
on there. Casey's on
Yeah.
there. Yep.
I'll be sending.
I'm
I'll just send Jack a text.
I'll
I
just
didn't know
get
that they were
on.
adding people
Got
on.
on there. Tennis picks.
It's good.
Hot.
Jack
I-
McCarthy's bets are on there.
I'm sure they are. Mine are. Yeah, it's good. It's all right. It's good. I don't know why. That's a weird.
People get Rhea on there.
No, I asked, and they when it all happened, I was like,
I think you gotta.
me and Smitty both were frozen out.
Get to 5 units. I think you could get it.
Well, you're this month.
No,
You're at
why me?
you're at -4
Why
this
me?
month.
Why me? I'm asking. Yeah, -4. I'll take everything.
I'm plus, like a third of a unit this
you
month.
get the +5 units. I think.
Why do I have to do that? Why don't you get to that? Why don't you worry about you getting to 5 units plus?
Because I'm already on the thing.
Yeah, I'm saying that's not fair.
Don't worry.
Don't worry. I'm saying.
Maybe they should take you off and put me on.
No.
Why would they
So,
do that?
because someone who's actually winning bets.
Well, no, they take my bets.
Who does?
A lot of people.
Yeah, and they're all losing money. They should put me on there so it's not as much of a loss.
I mean, you're not like the best gambler.
I'm literally -4. You want me to go through
I
the month?
sniffed that Giants bet out
yeah.
real quick.
How'd you do in July?
I don't know.
Let's see. Well, you're the one talking all this shit. Actually, you had a good July, Marty. Marty had up for 4.7.
Oh boy.
Boy, good
Marty.
shit.
Congratulations.
All right, so let's get to
Maybe that's how you got on. You good July.
let's,
Maybe good July next year you can get on.
Yeah, maybe.
it's all about July. So.
Yeah, so-
Everyone knows that. July.
yeah, we always said that.
Let's get to the slate. If I have a question, why would they put? Oh, is it in Ireland, the game?
Yeah, it's Florida State, Georgia Tech, and Dublin.
So that's why
That's important.
I did not say anything, because I was like, why would you put that game at 12 o'clock? Because all the other games are kind of ass. But that makes sense now. So
Yeah.
first game, FSU is -10.
-10.5.
First of all, just
Not trying-
feels
not trying to
so
be- not trying
good
to
that
be
we have. I don't care if the games are marquee. We have college football back.
Yeah.
That
So
is-
if anyone
I'm
doesn't,
gonna wake up on Saturday a happy man.
If am I complete? I'm right. It's ukulele from
Yeah.
Yeah.
which is
Yeah.
crazy.
I will never be able to pronounce it.
So he went from
Uyunglele.
I say oogle oogle oogle.
Clemson to Oregon State to Florida State. That's
No. Wait, what'd you say? Comes from the where? Oregon State.
Oregon State.
Oh yeah.
Yeah. That's a trek and a half. What's he? 24.
He's got to be up there.
Nah, I doubt he's that old. I mean, he was at Clemson for really like 2 years.
He is 23, 24 in April.
24.
So I have a question for you guys. Florida State's ranked 10th. Is that a fair ranking for them? What do you guys think?
Ev.
Obviously they were great last year. They get screwed because Travis gets hurt. They don't get in the playoff. They're super talented. I'm down on them kind of more than most people this year. They just lost so much. Like their offense, they lost Travis at quarterback. They lose Benson at running backs, a draft pick. Keon Coleman, Darling draft pick. Johnny Wilson draft pick. Like they just lost guys. Everyone offense, on defense. Jared Verse, first round pick. Fisk, second round pick. Guys in the secondary of the NFL. They lost so much on defense. I think they're going to reload. They still about like Patrick Payton's like unbelievable. Like probably first round pick next year after. That's at the end. But I'm kind of curious to see how they block him without having a first round pick on the opposite edge.
And DJ sucks.
I don't think he does.
That's to me like they just downgraded.
You guys liked him in Oregon.
A lot of places.
I didn't like him in Oregon.
We talked
That guy
about
inspires nothing.
Travis is much better. Like,
Yeah.
I think
Of
they
course,
down-
Jordan
they didn't
Travis is
use
much
him
better,
downgrade.
but like as a quarterback coming in, that's not a bad quarterback.
I think with losing that much talent,
But the thing
I don't know
is,
if he's a
college
quarterback.
football and basketball and all this college sports now, you don't have to restart anymore. It's such a reload with the transfers and NIL shit. Like,
but did they add enough on
yeah,
offense?
I feel like they did. I was reading a little bit last night. I don't know why. I was like 2 a.m. when I got home, and I was reading about Florida State because I love Florida State for some reason. I love them. I don't know why.
I love them in this game. I really like them in this game. Like I took 10. I blocked it in 2 days ago. It opened at 13, and they got bet all the way down to 10. I don't fully understand the Georgia Tech love. To me,
Haynes
I like
King, it's a name at least. He's their
yeah,
quarterback.
Haynes King is a good quarterback. Like to me, Georgia Tech, I think is going to be a big time over team this year. I like the over 55.5 as well. I took it already. Yeah. Georgia Tech, their offense is good. Like Haynes King's a good quarterback. Like they have a good offense. Key's a good coach, but their defense is awful, and their front four, front seven is bad. I think Florida State's going to be able to run the ball a ton. That's the one thing Florida State brought back a lot of was the offensive line. So I think that's going to help. Their running back room is like talented enough. Like the losing Benson, they're still going to be strong. So I think they're going to be able to run the ball a lot. I think Georgia Tech's going to be able to score though quite a bit. Yeah, I like the over, but I think Florida State gets enough stops. Like I said it yesterday, I think Florida State wins maybe like 38-21. That's kind of what I'm seeing.
That
Something like
scares
that.
me, though.
Yeah, I like
Feels
Florida
like
State. I'd be over.
Feels like a game people are going to look at it and just bet FSU.
Well,
Because the name, like
I think this my bet for this game is I'm going to enjoy it and bet the over.
I like that.
I don't trust that 10. The 10 feels a little fishy and like it feels a little
Backdoory.
The 10th team in the country's playing Georgia.
Backdoor option.
Yeah, like and Ev's saying that they can run on them and stuff. Like and also when you're at those Dublin games and you're in those long flights putting college kids in a different country, you don't know what they're doing. They might be a little hungover. You never know.
Have you guys ever been to Dublin before?
No.
Nope.
Clummer?
I've never been outside of either America or Canada.
Really?
Yeah.
Caribbean?
Kind of.
You got to do that.
I went to St. Thomas.
I've never been to Europe.
Went to Virgin
You
Islands.
guys got to go to
That's going to be the honeymoon.
Europe. Is
Yeah, I know.
Caribbean's great.
Should go. Laura's been everywhere. And she really wants me to go to these places, and I'm like, I just want to see baseball stadiums.
Oh my God.
I know.
Honestly, I just truly bless your wife because I would hate you.
No, I'm awesome.
I want to go to Italy. I'd rather go see the Tropicana.
They play baseball in the Coliseum or not? No. All right. Can't be there.
You know, it's sad. I understand everything you're saying is absolutely right, but I would rather go see like a new baseball stadium than go to Italy.
That's so.
I know. I
That's
can
funny. So you were just at Coors?
Yes.
Nate was at Coors. You loved Coors, right?
Loved it.
Nate came back and was like, yeah, it was just a baseball stadium.
No, it's not. It's their best stadium I've been to. It's incredible.
You were going nuts about it.
What's
And I
the
think it
best
is probably a
one?
cool stadium.
It's a
but
great stadium.
Nate was just like, yeah, it was.
My best one is not even close to any of the other ones. So what's your best one so far?
Either PNC or Camden. What's your favorite?
Giants.
I mean,
I would.
I heard it. Well, Frank just went. Frank said it was like perfect. So I heard that one's incredible.
Clear cut favorite.
Yeah.
The
Oh,
only
really?
thing is it gets very cold because it's right by the water.
Yeah.
So it's like 20 degrees colder than like a half hour
I
away.
hate San Francisco
Yeah.
Mm.
as a city.
Mhm.
love.
That park's that great.
Everything about it was like that's just what a baseball stadium.
I've never met anyone who didn't love it.
Let's go back to football here though. So yeah, I'm going over.
I like that pick. I'll ride
going
with
over. You're going -10 or 10.5 and the over.
10.5 right now, but
I'll probably
Yeah,
end up taking Tech too.
Yeah, I got Florida State in the over.
Do you think that Florida State has any chance to make any type of run this year? / will they make the playoff?
I didn't pick them to, but they definitely. I mean, I think they're favored too. I mean, most people are picking them to make the playoff. I'm not. I'm kind of down. I'm more down on Clemson. I think NC State and Virginia Tech are going to surprise a lot of people this year. I also think Miami's legit. Miami just. It's the year everyone says it's like kind of obviously it's a joke them like Texas all that like Miami's back whatever Texas back. I think that I truly believe this is the year that Miami like comes back. They're just so talented, unbelievably talented on paper that even the doubts on Cristobal, like if he's good bad coach or not, I just think they're so talented. Like Cam Ward, Martinez, the receivers, the defense should be unreal. Like just on paper, they're one of the best teams in the country easily. So I picked them. I picked Miami to win the ACC.
I want Miami to be good. College football is just so much better when Miami's
hopefully.
in the mix and all
I also
that.
think Cristobal is just a perfect Miami coach.
Oh yeah, he will ruin the big game. They'll get to the big game, he will ruin it.
Yeah, and
I mean, he'll never live down unless he does something crazy this year or soon. He'll never live down that Georgia Tech game.
Yeah, I was gonna say. Yeah, I had Miami in that game live.
He literally,
That
I mean,
was
just
brutal.
I've never seen someone be so arrogant to literally be able to knee the ball and run the ball and then fumble, then give up a 70-yard touchdown and lose the game.
And he's done it in the past. He did it at Oregon too.
disgusting.
He had like a similar moment at Oregon, and it was all coming out. And that guy's just
just
special
disgusting.
kind of
Like,
stupid.
sickening, just sickening to watch.
Oh yeah.
So this year, right? Like, you usually lose one game, you're kind of like, season's over. What do you think the most amount of losses will be to make a playoff?
the team
Three.
with like the most losses.
Do you think a team with 3 losses can get in there?
Possibly, depending on how much because I think with the conferences, like I really think there's a chance where, like, for example, an SEC team with like a really tough schedule maybe could get in with 3. It'll be close, maybe
Like
2.
a Georgia, you think would get in because the Georgia's actually got a pretty tough schedule this year.
For the first
Yeah,
time in a while.
I'd be absolutely shocked if Georgia lost 3 games this
What
year.
about 2?
If they lost 2,
Yeah.
I'd still be I'd be very
You'd be
surprised. If they
shocked?
lost 2 games. I'll say pretty surprised if they
Because
lost 2 games.
Obviously,
They're stacked. I mean, if they lost more than 1, I'd be very, very surprised.
and they're always stacked, like. But that first game, we'll know how
Marty,
they are.
Marty, guess what the line is?
14.
Oh yeah, I was that exact.
No, I mean Georgia's gonna
They
beat the shit
can't
out
win,
of
but
them.
just saying,
Against who?
like
Who
they're
Clemson.
14-point favorites against Clemson.
That just kind of screams at Clemson.
But, like, playing
not it.
At Alabama, will be in the 4th game of the
Play
season.
Tennessee, right?
Yeah, at Kentucky. I don't know
It's a
how
fun game.
Kentucky kind of probably stinks, right?
They're all right.
And they're
Kentucky's not
playing.
bad.
So think about this though. And again, Georgia is amazing. I know that. They're probably gonna fucking win again. Like I don't. I know Michigan won last year, but they'll probably win again. They won 2 years ago. Whatever. You have Clemson. They have at Alabama. They have at Texas. If that's at Texas, or I don't know if these are.
I think
neutral games
it's
or
at
whatever.
Texas.
But it's at. It says Texas is home. They're at Ole
It's in
Miss.
Texas.
And
At
then-
Ole Miss is a tough. Ole Miss, I think, is going to be really good. I think Ole Miss is going to make the playoff.
Jackson Dart's a sneaky Heisman pick.
Tennessee's going to Georgia, which I think Georgia will just beat the shit out of Tennessee. That's
Yo,
what
I'm
they
telling
do,
you,
but-
Tennessee is a sneak. Tennessee has a super high ceiling.
Yeah, it's all how good is
This
Nico?
quarterback- This
Yeah.
quarterback they have, Nico,
Yeah.
is like. I don't know if you remember a few years ago, Marty. There was the kid that they talked about, like, got like $8 million.
Yeah.
This is the kid,
Okay.
and he's starting this year. He was unbelievable when he played last year in the bowl game. He was awesome. They're a team where if they were like second best team in the SEC, made the playoff, like wouldn't shock me whatsoever.
Yeah.
Bro, it's gonna take me so long to be like, why is USC playing Rutgers? Like shit like that. It's gonna kill me. I'm gonna be like, why are these teams in the Big Ten and the SEC and the ACC? Like, it's gonna take me quite a bit.
Yeah, USC playing like a noon kick in Rutgers will be bizarre.
We'll be taking Rutgers first quarter.
Ugh.
It's a long. Just have to long trip.
Yeah.
Yeah. And my other question was, everyone, even Clemmer, has to pick a national champion right now.
Oh, I wasn't prepared for this.
I know you weren't, but
okay.
I just did it. I'll go first. Everyone knows mine. Mine is Notre Dame. I think they have the best quarterback.
Riley.
They have the best quarterback in the in college football. And 2, their schedule will make them at least. I think they're going to be the 5th seed in the playoff because that's the highest they can go. They
In
can't
mine,
be
I had
at
them.
4. They can't be in the top 4.
In mine, I had them sneaking in as the 11.
Sneaking in as the 11, huh?
I really don't think they're that good. I like Riley Leonard. Like I think he's a good quarterback. I think you really saw it with Duke last year how much like once he left they were just god awful when he got
Horrible.
hurt. And they were legitimately like a solid like top probably like back end top 25 team when he was there.
How many guys did they really lose last year?
Who, Duke?
No, Notre Dame.
What, into the draft?
Yeah.
I mean, they definitely lost they lost Joe Alt, who was obviously was
Yeah.
like the 5th overall pick. They lost a few guys, but
Because
no,
I didn't think Notre Dame.
They also
was,
the one thing the replacement left tackle who was like a stud tore his ACL like a couple weeks ago, so that might be a problem for them.
Well, that
but
would have been nice to know.
Not great.
I don't hear about these
I mean,
tackles getting.
it
hurt.
literally happened like a week. It happened like 2 weeks ago, probably something like that. Week and a half, 2 weeks ago.
That hurts.
But no, I mean, no. I just don't think they're that good. I think they're probably going to be like a 10 to 20th like best team in the country. I think with their schedule and just their Notre Dame brand, they're going to lose 2 games and still just get in the playoff.
If
I think
they
they're gonna
win,
lose
I'll tell you this right now.
Texas A&M next week.
If they beat Texas A&M, they're in the playoff. I'm not even kidding.
Yeah, but no, honestly, if they beat probably.
Yeah.
Because then they could lose to Florida State and lose to USC and probably still get in.
Is USC going to be good?
They're kind of a
Morris.
wild card. It's really just how they adjust the Big Ten. I
I'm
like
sure their
Miller Moss.
defense
I think
isn't
he's
gonna
really
be
good.
good.
He was great in the bowl game too. I mean, just like a classic Lincoln Riley team, like offense, I'm sure is going to be like
Yeah, they're
explosive.
Can't they just hey fellas, everyone knows our defense sucks. How about we get some better players?
They brought in some new coaching, like trying to really shore it up. So I'm just curious how one that improves and 2 just how they adjust to playing these Big Ten teams. Like you said, like they're gonna have to go play like Iowa or something. You know what I mean? I'm can't remember their schedule.
That game is going to be
Iowa unders.
disgusting.
I love
Like
Iowa.
I know
unders.
like we don't like they don't play Ohio State. I know that for sure. That USC doesn't play Ohio State.
I'll tell you what. We were just talking about like looking at weird schedules. I was just scanning Oregon's. It is bizarre
That's my pick.
to see. Yeah, that's a clever pick.
Why? Because you got Dylan Gabriel.
Everyone's
in there,
sexy
everybody-
team.
Old.
Everyone's sexy.
Everyone's picking.
It's like the sexy team that's not Ohio State and
Plus
Georgia.
750.
I'll just say it's really weird to look at that schedule. Like they're playing Michigan State, Ohio State, at
So,
Michigan.
This is a Ev. This is a question for you. Ohio State, right? Like I know everything I see is that they are loaded this year. Absolutely loaded. Who's their quarterback again? The Kansas State guy.
Will Howard. Will
Will
Howard.
Howard with
I'm not a big Will
Julian
Howard
Saying backing
fan.
up.
I don't think that he has to do much, to be honest, for this team. Like he's just got to be okay to this team to win a championship. Truly, am I wrong about that?
No, I mean they're gonna run the shit out of the ball. I mean Chip Kelly offense, he loves. It's so funny because when you think of Chip Kelly offenses, I feel like people have this thought of him just because they go like up tempo, this like that like running gun, like throwing the ball around the yard. Like he wants to run the shit out of the ball. Like you remember those offenses? It's about like DeAnthony Thomas and like some of the running backs they had, like Kenyon Barner.
Yeah.
Like I mean, and they have Travion Henderson and Quinshon Judkins, like maybe 2 of the best like few running backs in the country. They're gonna run the shit out of the ball, and the defense is just loaded. Like they had probably 6-7 guys on defense that were like surefire draft picks that came back. Then they brought Caleb Downs, who's like maybe the best defensive player in the country, at safety, who was like he was the first guy at Bama as a freshman to lead the team in tackles since like 1970. Just
So
unbelievable
it's safe
player.
to say if you are not in a championship game, day might be gone.
If they don't beat Michigan, he's in trouble. It's that simple. If they don't beat Michigan, he's in trouble.
And Michigan is. How are they this year? Obviously, they lost.
Who's their quarterback?
I don't know.
This guy Ache, or I forget how you say his name. It's like Abaji or Ache, like something.
Did he play last year at all?
A little bit. They used to
That's
put
what
in
I
like
was gonna
running
say.
package.
That's what I was going to say. That guy.
They used to put in, he was number 10. They used to put in running packages for him from time to time. I actually thought it was like always stupid when they would do it.
So
Because they would do it once and he would have like a 10-yard run and they'd be like, oh, like let's do it again, and it would just get stuffed.
Yes, I remember that.
I don't know how well he's gonna throw. Like he's clearly a big downgrade from McCarthy. But they're still gonna be good. Like Donovan Edwards is really good. The line should still be good. I mean, they have 3 guys in their defense that are gonna be like top like 20 picks in the draft. They have two guys that are like legit. Like I mean, Mason Graham and Will Johnson are like certified top 10 picks. Keegan Dent's really good. The other like their 2 D tackles are like studs. So they're still going to be like super stout on defense.
Non-Ohio State pick. Ev is going to pick Ohio State. Not even I think because, but like you're going to pick Ohio State. If you had to pick not Ohio State to win a championship, who is it?
I mean, I really just think it's going to be a chalk like Georgia Ohio State final. So I mean, I guess I'll say Georgia.
So Alabama
if it wasn't Ohio State.
is nowhere to be like.
I don't trust Milroe enough.
No, I picked Bama to make the playoff. Like I think Bama's going to be in the playoff. Listen, Caleb, it's Milroe. Milroe's good. I mean, I don't think DeBoer gets enough credit. This guy, his ascension in college football is like I've never seen anything like it. Like a few years ago, he's coaching like D3.
Yeah.
Like the run he made from like there to winning to just literally like 2 years at Fresno, took him straight to the top of the Mountain West to Washington, straight to the title game. And then boom, he's in Bama. Like he just has won everywhere he's been. Yep. Every single place he's been. And not only won, an immediate winner. Like instant, walks in the door and the team loser to winner. Now he's taking a roster that's like used to winning. And they have a lot of talent. He was still able, like they lost, like I said, they lost Caleb Downs. They lost Sayan, but he wasn't even going to start next year anyway. Or this year, I mean. They're still going to be good. Like I still think they're going to be like a top like 10 team.
Hubs.
I was scanning schedules. Give me Ole Miss, and it sucks. Mincy will just curse this team, but I love Jackson Dart. I don't think the schedule is too daunting. They host Georgia. They don't go to Georgia. Not a daunting schedule, and they're number 6 in the country. They're plus 1,400.
They've only gotten better,
right? And I don't know. It helps so much to have like that veteran quarterback who's been there for a while. I would guess he's a senior by now, Jackson. I feel like he's been in for so long. Junior, senior. Yeah. So I don't know. I think that plays big time in college football, like their roster and their schedule. So give me Jackson Dart. Give me Jackson Dart and Ole Miss. What are they? Plus 1,400 at the moment. I like that.
I have them losing an SEC championship game to Georgia.
I think
the 5 or 6 seed in the playoff.
Okay, great.
I really like. I mean, their receiver room is insane.
Yeah, I feel like they always have stack receivers.
They have this dude Trey Harris, who is literally I've never seen such a walking highlight reel. Just watch his highlights from last season. It felt like every week he was doing something that like the Odell catch. Like he was doing that weekly. He's a freak. I think I'm Smoke.
I like him. I like his words.
Holy shit! We are after like this week. We are.
Dude, the actual week 1 is insane.
Thursday is insane.
Oh yeah. They loaded Thursday.
Thursday's got so many games.
Yeah,
and it's got Minnesota and North Carolina.
Yeah,
I think Colorado plays that. Colorado, North Dakota State. I think is on.
Either Thursday or Friday. Minus 9.5, and then Saturday they have first game.
That game has almost gotten too trendy, by the way. Everyone was fading Colorado now. They might actually just be the bet now.
I mean, Georgia Clemson's the first game on Saturday. It's insane.
I have a pick I want to run by you guys.
Isn't Texas Michigan also
first game?
No, that's week 2.
Oh,
I have a pick I want to run by you guys for this week. I'm taking Delaware State plus 40, and here's the theory behind it.
Did they get to the game yet?
Are we getting to those? I'm sorry. I thought we were just doing the big game. The other 3 were kind of.
Let's do the other.
Okay, I'm sorry.
That is though. I want to freak out right now, but Montana State versus New Mexico it pissed me off so much. Made me so angry. It actually made me really happy at the same time too.
What made you angry?
Ev knows exactly what.
We just teased anger.
Yeah.
Oh, all right, good.
Montana State, New Mexico. Montana State is minus 13 over under 54.5. Give me New Mexico money line plus 425.
I could see New Mexico being like an abysmal team. Like you watch one drive and you're just like, what is happening? Why are they playing? Who are these football players? These are Division 1.
Bet and be like, I might put on Bad Monkey for a little bit.
I think I like Montana State a lot in that game. New Mexico just screams horrible.
The line opened 8.5.
8.5.
That's not good.
So it's
That's why I'm
13 and a
not
half
betting.
now.
I would have bet Montana State at the early
Ugh.
number. I'm not going to bet it now. But
I mean, yeah.
no, but New Mexico is truly like dreadful.
Yeah, I can't bet. I can't bet on it.
Dreadful.
Maybe the under.
Now that's gonna be. I'd rather watch that game than Florida State Georgia Tech.
What's funny is that's these are all standalone games, so we're all going to be watching that game.
Yeah.
Assuming it's on Fox Sports 1.
SMU is minus 26 against Nevada. That's give me SMU all day. All day SMU.
With the 25 and a half point spread.
All
Okay.
day. It's actually one of my favorite.
Is
bets.
Nevada that bad?
Their quarterback's out, right?
Horrible.
He's also hurt. He's hurt,
Nevada's
right?
bad.
Who?
Purdy.
Who you're saying for Nevada?
Yeah, Nevada. Yeah, and he's out.
Yeah.
So that's not.
Yeah,
good.
no, I mean Nevada stinks. I mean,
Didn't they have a
they- I mean,
quarterback
they're
last year that was
deep-
fun? Who was their
they're
quarterback?
they were good a few years ago before Jay Norvell went to Colorado State.
They had a fun quarterback
like
that I
the-
liked.
They had Carson Strong. They
That
had your
guy.
Roby
Yep.
Dobbs.
Yep.
Carson Strong was like my guy.
I love
me
Carson
and Blutman literally just after we were recording NSA Roughness yesterday. Mike's like cameras off. We just talking Carson Strong for like 20 minutes.
That's a fun guy to just have money on, like late night.
Oh,
You know.
I mean, one of the best arm talents I've ever seen. If he had knees still, he would
Right.
be in the NFL.
Right.
But I like SMU first half in game. Nevada's awful. SMU is legitimately really good. I mean, yeah, defense should be very strong. Like they're playing both quarterbacks because Stone's coming off a knee injury. Jennings played like the last couple games of last year, came in, played really well. They still won the conference. Now they're in the ACC. But yeah, I think they beat up on Nevada bad. I like first half minus 14.5 in game 24.5. I locked them both in already.
I like that.
Already in the betting group.
Delaware State, Hawaii. Clemmer, finish your.
I'm sorry.
thought.
Mr. Delaware.
I didn't realize I was jumping out. I don't mean that, but I have a kind of a reasoning for this pick because I usually like Hawaii. They have not scored 40 points in a game since November 20th, 2021. So I was like, all right, well, now obviously, like we always talk, there's different players coming in, different coaches for sure. But I'm like, all right, this team hasn't had a really great offense in a single game in a long time. That's my only reasoning.
Right, how many
you
they
guys,
hanging? 60? What do we?
you guys know way more than I do, but that's why I
Delaware-
threw it out
look
there.
at Delaware State last year.
Am I afraid to? It's rough, right?
It's bad.
Let's look up at Delaware State.
All right.
last
I'm
year.
excited for Clemmer to realize what
No,
he's
I mean,
walking
I knew they were going to be horrible. So I do, as a little inside knowledge, Hawaii was my my video game team, in the that game, which is
That's
fun.
useful for gambling purposes.
Well, no, but I got
Honestly, it
to
is.
know the schedule.
Yeah, actually,
I got to know the
I
schedule and the players more than I do. I don't know a lot about college football, obviously.
Oh no, I get it. I like that.
Yeah, I'll be the first one to admit that. Yeah, I mean, actually, this isn't as bad as I'd feared. It's horrible. They're a horrible team. They're obviously
You
a
have
horrible.
55 to NC Central.
They're obviously a horrible team. They give it 57 to Army. They're obviously a horrible team. But
You
I'm
have
just
to-
saying Hawaii hasn't done it in a long time. I want to pick. I'm up late at night. I'm trying to watch more college football for the show, and
So Hawaii plays teams, like they actually play
right.
some teams that are,
or legitimate.
like Boise State, like
They've had some cream puffs in
They're
the
in the
schedule
Mountain West.
before.
no Mountain West. That's what I'm saying.
They had some cream puffs the last couple of years. They still didn't hang 40 on anyone.
Oh, no.
Nothing like this.
There's Crane Puffs, and then this team, Clemmer, legitimately maybe the worst FCS.
Delaware
Like, I'm
plays
tr- like,
Sacred
truly,
Heart.
like, I'm not-
I know guys that went to Sacred Heart, and they are dweebs.
Clemmer, a really good D3 team, I think could like smash this team potentially.
I'm gonna stick.
Like a
I'm gonna
national
stick.
title.
I'm gonna
I'm sorry,
stick with my
this
play,
is-
and you guys can laugh at me
I'm
next week.
Thinking about that's a far ass flight.
It is. It is.
And
That is
it
a
was-
fucking
They had flight troubles.
Yeah, it was delayed.
and flight
They
troubles.
missed a day.
Yeah.
They missed a day.
I didn't know that.
Delaware State.
It was a story, yeah.
doesn't
Oh,
have,
I'm
like,
not plugged into college
The
football.
bus
The
was
first one to
late
admit
or
it.
something.
This is
I am beyond
one
a
of my
casual.
favorite plays as well. Give me
You guys love this.
everything Hawaii.
I have one
minus
question.
40.5.
Ev,
Hawaii minus 40.
is Shager still there? Their quarterback?
Yes.
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 That guy's awesome.
He is awesome.
He
And,
is.
Timmy Chang, the Hawaii
Yep.
legend,
Well, he'll never
is
leave.
the head coach.
He'll never leave. Shager is an electric
You
quarterback.
don't need to tell me
That
that.
guy
I
like
love
fights.
Hawaii.
Like I
Hawaii's the
love
classic,
midnight Hawaii with Shager. is
Yeah, you're
fun.
coming home from the bar and you're watching Hawaii. It's the best.
I feel bad for turning my back on the Rainbow Warriors, but I'm gonna stick with Delaware
especially
State.
it's
Let's
your
go.
Team that's like
I know.
so embarrassing.
Kind of shitty.
That's your
I
coach.
know, but I still think they're gonna win. They're gonna win. They're gonna win easily.
The
but
issue with that game
40 is tough.
not going to be easy to watch on TV.
Oh no, why?
Hawaii games just Netflix. I feel like they're always a.
But I thought maybe because of week
It's
0,
ama-
this would be on.
It's
TV
I mean I just looked at Spectrum
Don't
Sports.
tell me
I
that.
think it's gonna be tough to watch.
Now you're gonna have to.
You're gonna have to stream that
You
one.
gotta be in the weeds on this
Oh,
one.
yeah.
Oh, fuck!
you gotta
Why
know,
don't they
you
just?
gotta
Well, they
know.
should just have all these. Everybody's watching these games on Saturday. Everybody's thirsty for college football. They should have these games on everywhere. Why not? Is that crazy?
No.
It is Hawaii,
the
Delaware
Hawaii
State.
game is a special. The one watching Hawaii at midnight, laying 40 against Delaware State's a special breed.
That sounds like a
You
fun
need-
night.
You need to earn the
Yeah,
ability. You gotta find it.
Trust,
I don't like that.
I'll find a way to watch this.
Yeah, I'll
trust
All right,
me.
if you guys
I'll
find,
find
can
a
you guys
way.
help me? Like maybe
We'll send you a link.
It will not be hard. But it just won't be on
That's
your TV.
frustrating. I thought I like it on the TV. Laura's asleep. I'm just hanging out. Playing my baseball simulator. Got the Hawaii on the TV. That's a good night.
Can you get internet on your TV?
I don't know. I think so. I might need help. But
I'm not gonna help you.
no, not you guys. I'll have Laura help me.
Yeah, no,
I
that's
struggle with these things.
so we have what?
Shocking.
We have so college football's here. It's officially just here now. NFL's 13 days away.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, the 7th.
I mean, this is fantastic.
We made it.
Chiefs Ravens.
Chiefs Ravens, and then
What a
we have
game to start.
and then we have a Eagles game. Eagles Packers on
Packers.
Friday,
In Brazil.
which is awesome.
Brazil, don't wear green. You die.
So next week we have
Don't worry right now.
Don't wear green.
Thursday, Friday. Like we're this Thursday, Friday, Saturday, Sunday.
Monday, you got Jets and Niners.
Football has taken over the week. There's no more weeks. There's no more days of the week.
We're just back. It's so fucking cool. I did meet Aaron Rodgers last night, Ev.
You did?
Oh,
Yeah.
where at?
Mike Stud concert. Mike
Ah.
concert. Sorry. I did meet him.
How did that go?
Great. He's a really nice guy.
You've met both New York quarterbacks now.
Yes, met both New York quarterbacks. He was a shy fella, but he's just like he's got that aura, you know. Like I would have moved him up on that list to 5 after last night.
Let's go.
He's got an aura, dude.
He's very sure of himself.
But like also modest. Like he kind of was in person. Not. He just was like kind of chilling in the back. Like the crowd was screaming for him to come on stage. He just like
Did he go on stage?
He went like this and went back.
Oh.
It was nice. I liked Aaron Rodgers. I'll say it. I liked him. Nice guy.
I like this.
Yeah, nice mustache.
By the way, Jets +4 against the Niners. Early line.
Did you see that line dropped a full point?
It's at Niners, actually. Obviously.
You see that line dropped a full point? Like, and everyone's like, they think Ayuk.
Really?
It like I think since yesterday it dropped to full. It went from 5 to 4, and people are like, "What's the reason behind that?"
I'll tell you this right now.
Full point is
That's intriguing.
I'll tell you this right now. I'm all over the Jets there.
I'm just saying, +4.
All over them.
It's kind of a Jets line.
The huge Jets.
Dumb question. This game is in San Francisco or MetLife?
Yes.
San Francisco.
San Francisco, yes.
Okay.
Not a dumb question.
But yeah, football's back.
Oh, that's going to be great.
We could hit some for the last 20 minutes. Ev, you can stay or you can go. It's completely up to you. We're gonna talk.
What else there, man?
Talk about some. Let's do some baseball. You know, we have baseball's. That's the thing. When football's happening, baseball is starting to wrap up.
September and October,
These
the best
games-
best months of the year.
These games are mattering. So we go to the standings real quick.
We gained another game last night.
I do
You
want to
did.
say,
And I like your you got a good pitching matchup today. The
Well,
Orioles.
it's the Rockies. Oh
no, I meant the Orioles game. You have a favorable matchup in that one.
I do want to say one thing. So I tweeted this the other day, and even
And you
Ohio-
guys hit the Rockies.
Ohio State. I actually was texting Ohio State about it for a second, being like, I don't understand the Guardians. I don't.
Oh,
think
you look at
they're-
that roster, makes no sense.
I think I need Clemmer to apologize in the next segment. So
That's not happening.
just make no. He
If
will.
I'm wrong, I'm wrong.
He-
I'm not like you, Hubs.
he
If
was
I'm wrong,
very-
I
I
admit I'm wrong.
apologize.
He was Clemmer was.
The Guardians have an amazing bullpen. Amazing
do.
bullpen.
Hey, but the thing
100%,
is,
but
the
other than that,
other aspects are not good.
I have no idea
The
how.
offense that was really good to start has fallen. Quan, by the way, that average is down to like 305, 310 or something like that. He fell off.
Yeah.
They lost their ace in the second week of the season. I have no idea how they're doing it.
That's
No
what I'm
idea.
saying. That's
Makes
what
no
I
sense.
get. I think they're also beating up on
Great
some,
manager.
some opponents in their division, but I just think that
The thing is, though, not as much as in years past because the Central right now is 3 playoff teams.
Yeah, I guess.
They have 2 wildcard teams. So it's like not at,
It's not as bad as it was.
it's such an
You do have one team that's
you just look at the
fucking
rotation.
dead,
You
but-
look at the rotation. It's just like how are they in first
Even the
place?
Tigers aren't like atrocious. They're 62 and 66.
Right.
It's like they are.
Atrocious.
Like,
It's just the White Sox.
the White Sox are
Everyone
so bad.
everyone just has a ton of wins.
The White
against
Sox are the only team eliminated right now.
yes.
Even the Marlins are still sticking them alive.
Oh, yeah.
alive. So I do want you to apologize of how wrong you're about the Mariners.
Oh, it's been a disaster.
My brother
disaster.
actually brought this up. He goes, "You want to pick Central tomorrow?" And he goes,
Oh, they fired the manager.
They fired.
Found
their
out
manager.
on social media.
He found out on social media 2 hours before the meeting. It wasn't like 10 minutes. 2 hours.
I wouldn't have gone to the meeting.
Meanwhile, this is a guy who's been there he's the second longest tenured manager in baseball before yesterday.
I also don't.
Kevin Cash is
I guess you're trying to do a last second turnaround, but like at this point, that ship is sunk.
No, they're fucked.
It's a
No,
wild card. They're even further out the wild card than the West.
I thought we've always been high in the Astros. So like the Astros fine.
we all did say
It was inevitable.
But I thought, I'm like, all right, the Mariners are going to make some hay in this wild card. Just got Randy Arozarena. They're getting
Not enough.
Julio Rodriguez back. Let's go. And instead, they went in the toilet. Big poopies in the toilet.
Julio Rodriguez, one of the more disappointing seasons of the year, maybe the most disappointing season of the year, performance-wise.
Corbin Carroll's been more disappointing.
He's been much better lately.
Been better lately?
yeah, but
You said season.
he was an incredible player last year. He's been better.
But
as
like
of late.
Julio hasn't had any. There's never been a moment.
Yeah.
The Rays have dumped everybody. They're my pick of the day kind of today. But the Rays have dumped everybody. They have a better record than the Mariners do right now. That's how much the Mariners have fallen off.
Yeah, the Rays just find ways to still
They're
compete.
7.5 out.
And the Red Sox are 3.5 out. And as these teams fall back, you wonder, all right, the Red Sox are definitely out. They're 3.5 out. But if one of those wild card teams should happen to slip and fall, I think the Rays and my Mariners are too far back to catch them.
The Red Sox are the only ones that have
Kind of still standing, right?
Yeah.
I have a note. The Yankees are going to start running away with the AL East in the next week or so.
Definitely.
Okay, so it sets up,
The
right?
Royals are also 2-5 in their last 7. Like,
And they got Povich starting tonight against Hunter Brown. Has been red hot.
Let me
Sets
tell
up
you,
Dodgers,
the
too.
Orioles suck. What?
Orioles are going to the Dodgers after this trip to these 3 more in Houston, and the Yankees have, was it Colorado and is it the Nats? Who's the team after that?
The
Nats,
Yankees,
yeah.
yeah. The Orioles, they're going to play in a wild card round. I think the Yankees will win this division.
I'll say this though: September is harder for the Yankees than this month, and this is August, Eric. But the Yankees don't beat like they played out in their competition. It took me a long time. To
The
get
Road
there. But,
Rockies
nothing's
and
easy for them. Is what I'm saying.
The Road Rockies and the Nats are a different type of bad competition.
It
now.
is. But I'm saying September. There's gonna be a cushion built in the next week that'll be nice. It'll probably be like in the 4 range, I hope, and then we'll see if that's enough in September.
I just don't like this trend the Orioles are on. Eflin's hurt. Corbin Burns has been getting knocked
Did not
down
add
a little
enough starting pitching at the deadline.
No, of course they're
The
cheap.
quality at least.
Could've
Yeah,
got
they went
Blake
way too
Snell in.
cheap. They went way too cheap.
Grayson's been out. I feel like a lot of these guys are starting to kind of fall away. I just don't like, and Phil and I were talking about it a couple days ago. We don't like how they've been playing. It's kind of like
And the bullpen is very wishy-washy.
Oh, their bullpen's
their
Phillies
bullpen
rejects.
is worse than wishy-washy.
Yeah.
They have one reliever they trust, and that's Cano.
Cano, that's it.
Like
Right.
Craig Kimbrell, they unpitchable. Serenity
World
Dominguez, not great. Gregory Soto, awful.
Yeah. Here's the thing: the Yankees have flaws, big ones, but so do a lot of other teams.
Yeah, dude.
There's no honestly, Houston is the. I know they're currently not in the bye situation. They could be, but there's.
I think they will be.
Yeah, it almost feels inevitable, as everything does with them.
I'm very disappointed in the Mariners. I always root for the Mariners. Maybe I'm kind of. They've never been to a World Series. They've had
Here's-
so many great players. I want them to be good.
Not enough
so
offense.
bad.
It's not enough offense.
No, I know, but I thought the pitching would hold them through. But no, Marty, you're absolutely right. Your brother's absolutely right. I was completely wrong about the Mariners. I mean, talk about, and it wasn't even like I was wrong. I was like, they did a nosedive immediately.
Immediately.
And it's like, I really thought getting a Rosarena and even Justin Turner,
It's not enough.
it just wasn't enough.
So the National League, because I think the AL is locked up. Besides Boston can have a chance to get in. I don't think anyone else has a chance to get in.
The Central isn't locked up as far as who
Saying,
wins it. Oh, you mean the teams themselves?
Yeah, positions in the dance floor are different than
Okay.
getting in. Yeah.
Yeah.
I'm not arguing that at all.
National League is still so wide open to me. I think that the
Kind of.
Mets are 1.5.
Yes.
And then The rest are 4 and 5.5. Like we've seen teams five games out still get in, but it's been pretty much this for a while. And I mean, listen, the Braves are hurt.
Braves are hurt.
The Mets have been they're like losing some games that they should be winning, but yesterday was a good
winning
win
a
for
game
them.
we should have lost yesterday, probably. Like
It's just been a good surge for them though.
The problem is though we are on this road trip now. Now one of the series against the White Sox, thank God, but this is another tough stretch. We've only been home 9 days in August.
This is not an easy schedule.
Clumber, in my opinion, I'd rather have a stretch like this than a homestand versus the A's and Marlins because I feel like teams get up for the big moments.
I'd rather play the A's and Marlins.
Yeah.
This is a tough end of your year though. Phillies for 4.
We have 7 games
at
with the Phillies.
Atlanta.
I'd
and
rather
then at
have
Milwaukee. That's tough.
I'd rather play the Phillies head to head where you control your own destiny than have a game versus the Marlins where like you're rooting for someone else to lose.
Well, we're not really our own destiny.
Let's say there's 7 out of the Phillies and they have 7 to play. It's like you are controlling your destiny.
I only care about the wild card.
The Braves,
Yeah, you're not beat. You don't want
Okay, I'm
to.
just
We're
talking
not
about
catching
there.
the Phillies.
Braves have still been playing good though, like even though they're hurt. Like,
They kind of banked.
I mean, they obviously swept the Angels and then took 2 or 3 of the Phillies, like their last 2.
No, they did no. Right,
And that's a good
Right?
team,
Right. The Phillies and they played that. Actually, I watched a couple of those games. They played that like really well. You know what I
Yeah.
mean? Like to play the Phillies well.
And
So
before that, they took 3 out of 4 from the Giants. Like they're still playing well, and that's just Braves. I don't get it.
quick game for you boys. I'm gonna go through some of these National League wildcard teams. You tell me if they're for real or for not. Like actually could be a contender.
Okay.
The Pittsburgh Pirates are 8 back.
No.
I say no. They're dead, right, Phil?
No,
You've been here
they're
too,
They're dead. Forget about them.
Ev,
Teams-
if you disagree, then it's shout.
few years away.
They're cooked.
Reds are 6.5 back.
cooked.
I think they're cooked.
Hooked.
The guys are hurt. The Cubs are 5.5. You got Shota. You got
Cubs
Steele. I'm not ready to say they're dead
I don't
yet.
think they're dead, but they got because their schedule coming up is the Marlins, Pirates, Nationals,
That helps.
and then the Nationals, Pirates again.
Yeah, that's an easy
So
schedule.
but then
Yankees
they have
and
the
Dodgers sandwiched in between. But yeah, that is a very easy
And then
schedule.
Rockies, A's, Nationals,
Yeah.
Phillies, Reds.
But
So,
the-
so we can say
All right, so I'm not saying they're dead.
Cubs are alive.
Cubs are alive.
Those are stretches where like you can't go like 7-3. You gotta have
No,
like
no, you
9
have
and
to
1.
have-
All right, yeah, but they're alive though, Phil.
They're
That's all I'm
alive. I'm saying
All
it's
right,
like
but
their
this-
margin for
I
error is
think
like almost 0.
They're hanging on by a thread.
Cubs are more alive though than the Reds and Pirates.
And the next team I think is
saying. I think the Cardinals are dead.
I think they're dead.
Dead.
I look at this. I'm huge on this. Minus 56 in run differential.
Absolutely, and you should be huge on it. It's a
Yeah,
very important stat.
And Cubs are positive.
And they're positive.
You're
The
right.
Reds are plus 23.
Yeah, that's
Yeah, I think they just ran out of. They had so many injuries, and then I think the Giants are very alive. They're 4 back. You got Blake Snell. You got Logan Webb. If Robbie Ray can figure it out, I just think I'm not saying they're gonna win. I'm just saying they're alive.
Oh, I think they're alive.
Clumber, my take on the Giants is they had that 4-game set versus the Braves where they were 1.5 out and then they fell flat on their face. I felt like they missed their chance.
So you
that's
think
all.
you think they're dead?
I'm not gonna call them dead. I think they missed their big
Oh
chance.
yeah, but I'm saying are they alive?
Yeah, barely.
So then based on that, we say the Mets, Giants, and Cubs are the only teams left in the wild card. I think that's pretty fair.
Mets are dead. I'm kidding.
They're not dead.
No,
I don't think they have a chance of winning a World Series, but
No, just get in though. Look at the Diamondbacks. Like you have to look at the everyone.
only the Diamondbacks had like Gallen and Kelly though. Like we don't have that.
And we have Sean Manai and David Peterson.
What's
Like,
the
I don't know what
Senga?
you're
Oh,
saying.
Senga's done.
He may be the playoffs,
Yeah, that's not great.
but then you got to get him ramped up. I don't know. Hey, look, if we make it the playoffs this year, then we go and get Juan Soto next year. Now we're talking. Let's go.
Yep, and we're gonna win the lottery. Also,
Exactly. I can't believe the Texas Rangers are that bad.
You know who pitched our rehab assignment yesterday was
I know,
Good
that's what
DeGrom.
no way, really? How'd it go?
I don't know. I think I saw a couple pitches that were good. I don't know what the final line was.
I don't know what the
Back.
final line was, but he had
looked
cool
good in what I was
strikeouts.
seeing
They'll
him.
come
Yeah.
back this year and
I
just
love watching
be
him pitch.
unbelievable, and they'll just be 20 games.
I have like 3 really good starts.
Yeah.
Crazy note on the Rangers. They're only 4 games up on the Athletics.
2 innings.
Yeah, dude.
Really?
Athletics have had a very good
Yeah.
year compared to last year.
Oh yeah, compared to the last few years. DeGrom 2 innings, 2 hits,
I'm
1
looking.
run, 3 Ks, no walks.
29 pitches.
Pretty good.
That's got to be such a bad feeling if you're a
Double A.
minor leaguer. You got to face Jacob DeGrom.
Especially a cool feeling.
I think there was a.
He's so excited.
Both. But you're just like this. I'm not gonna get hit here.
Imagine if you do though. You're like, I got
Yeah, I guess.
hit off Jacob DeGrom. That's
Let's
awesome. What do you
let-
rank it then?
Let's do some picks now, so we could talk through some. So, Ev, if you got some picks up, you start us out.
Yeah, so for day, I'm taking Mets money line plus 120, and the over in that game 7.5, and then just tomorrow's picks for week 0. I'm on Florida State minus 10, Florida State, Georgia Tech over 55.5. I'm on SMU first half -14. SMU game -24.5. Over 55 in SMU. Over 55.5 in SMU Nevada and Hawaii -40.
Joe Musgrove stinks, huh?
He's been pitching a little better.
He's also hurt for a while.
Yeah, he was horrible at one point. Horrible.
ERA.
Yeah, it's been a rough year for him. If he figures it out, though, the Padres are gonna be nasty.
Yu Darvish being away from the team, it's probably very serious. That's hurt. That's not
Insane.
Really need Yu Darvish.
Yeah.
Pablo Carreno Busta -125 in Winston-Salem. Starts around 6:30.
I
I
don't know what to say.
I didn't look at baseball, and I was just looking at tennis, and then you called me on the spot.
My pick of the day, and maybe Hubs kind of talk me through this a little bit. I'm on Bobby Miller over 2.5 earned runs. Bobby Miller has been horrible. 80 ERA in the majors, 6 ERA in the minors. It's been terrible. The problem is, and why I'm a little bit nervous about this, is he's playing the Rays, who bats have gone dead. It is +110. It's my pick of the day, but I don't have the same confidence I typically do with these.
I don't really.
Okay.
I'm
I don't know if you had. I don't even.
I'm not
taken
pushing
the
back
Rays.
as much as the Giants one the other day. I thought that was just like it's
And then I'm on the Astros money line. It's -118. Hunter Brown has been
very good,
really good this year, and Cade Povich, he pitched pretty well his last start, but like, I just think that Orioles team, I just don't feel it right now with them.
I call him Maury.
Yeah, right. I'm sure it's the first he's ever heard of that.
Mm-hmm.
I'm going with the Yankees -2.5.
You're going to say -300.
-2.5. +110.
Your boy Freeland.
Yankees -2.5.
He has a 9. Is that right? No, 5.9. I read that.
No, and he's actually been pitching.
A lot better since he got.
Yeah, I don't hate. I don't know. The Rockies are playing hard, man. Don't be. I'm not saying they're gonna.
Oh,
win,
I mean, with Rodon, anything's possible. You can get shelled by anybody. Shove.
I got the
Jekyll and Hyde.
Cubs -125. I have the Pirates -115. I have the Astros -120. And then I have the Mets as well at
I like the Mets too.
20.
I like the Mets.
My college football is over in the Georgia Tech game. New Mexico money line +425. SMU -26, and then Hawaii -40.5.
Oh, don't forget Delaware State +40. Let's go.
Yeah, football. I'm going Georgia Tech +10, and the over. Montana State and SMU.
Yeah, I'm excited for a little college football. Next week's going to be heavy college football and NFL. We're getting in the swing of things. We're going to have, I think,
U.S. Open.
Yes, and U.S. Open.
You're in the tennis now.
I am in tennis. I love tennis. Smitty poo-pooed my Carlos Alcaraz pick. He was like, "Oh, what a crazy pick." He's the third best guy. What am I supposed to? What's wrong with that?
Nothing.
Nothing.
People shit on me for rooting for Carlos. What a front runner. When I started rooting for him, he was not even top 100.
Yeah, I root for him when he's the best.
Sorry, I just had a good eye for a man.
Oh, by the way, no spoilers. I
Pause.
watched your tennis video yesterday. Fantastic. People are really gonna like it.
Oh yeah, I forgot to ask
Very
you
good.
about it.
Very good.
Thank you. It's coming out Monday, 7:00.
Yeah, watch that. I think you know, and I'm not a. I like playing tennis casually. I don't know. I didn't know really. I knew one of these players, kind of, sorta. I enjoyed the hell out of it.
Yeah, it was like 3 months in the making, so it's good that the video came.
I really enjoyed it.
But yeah, appreciate that. Yeah, so we'll be doing a bunch next week. Brad will be coming back this year on Thursdays. Every Thursday, he was. Do you know Brad?
I do.
Incredible. He was.
That was great last year.
Sharp last year, and I would always take his bet.
Mhm.
So I'm gonna take his bet this year, every week. So make sure you guys listen.
Is his
on
last name
Thursdays.
Powers? Did I make that up?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah. So I'm excited for that.
I won't be here next week.
Yep.
Gonna be on the road finding purple hats.
Fantastic.
There's bitting it up next week.
I'm asked.
Working for his new show.
No, not on a new show. No.
Oh, you
That's
just
not on a show. I was asked to go find these hats.
Is your
My
wife
bo- my bo-
wife going with you?
Nope. She can't because we're on the road. Like she works, so like we're on. Like she can't like work from the laptop in the car.
That's definitely for the best.
You know when you.
No, it sucks. It's for the worst because she's really good at finding these fucking hats.
Okay, for her though.
For her, yeah.
For the best for her.
Attaboy, Phil. But yeah, so Clemmer will have a nice time looking for purple hats with.
All the
a,
time.
with
With the
who?
colorblind intern, Jacob. So it's
Nice.
good.
That sounds
Yeah, it will be a time.
Sending her best.
good luck.
Thanks.
Oh, I also have a pick today. Brennan Rodgers home run plus
Ooh.
500
Ooh,
Why do you
that's
like
a
that, Phil?
random one.
because he's facing Carlos Rodon.
Okay.
That was mean.
I mean, he crushes lefties, and he's facing a lefty that gives up homers.
You know what, Phil? I'm riding with you, baby. Let's go.
Rodon shutout
That
lock.
was the end of Pick Central's career. That's the show. We will be back on Monday. Enjoy the weekend. Thank you guys for listening, and we will see you next week. See ya.